I cannot have another year like 2022. Actually, I cannot have another year like I've been having for the past 4 to 5 years. You know how most people are like, oh, I had a rough patch last year. Mine have been the past 4 to 5 years. I mean, there's been some good things that have happened during that time, but overall, garbage time. I have lost people who were extremely dear and close to me. Just do want to point out, they are not dead, just dead to me. Really struggled with my health. I've gone through multiple jobs, have had multiple surgeries, have gotten into a lot of financial issues, almost died, and yeah, I say that's about it, but like that should be enough, right? I'm gonna say it again. I don't think I can go through another year like the past 4 to 5 have been. So that brings us to today, where I'm going to attempt to manifest in 2023. And I'm going to be trying different manifestation techniques I've already done. I kind of dabbled in it last year. Last year meaning like I started in May 2022, where I mapped out my whole life plan. I do have 2 videos I will link down below if you want to check out what my life plan for that year is, like the May to May. But I'm focusing on all of 2023, sort of just manifesting my life into what I want. First one is vision boarding. I know in other videos I've said that vision boards really don't do it for me. I'm gonna try. I have my scissors because I've printed out from Walgreens some pictures. I made tiny picture collages of things that I want to put on my vision board. I'm gonna talk you through it like once I'm done creating it, but it's going to be more of like an aesthetic approach, that this is aesthetically what I want my life to be at the end of the year. I'm also going to start scripting, which I will explain what that means whenever we get to that part of the video. And if you're just joining me, hey, I'm Theresa. Let's get to making this vision board. I want this to be pink and sparkly. So mainly what I want next year, what I want to have accomplished is I really want to scale the growth of my channel. I want to get more into my art and start making a living off of my art. So my art being both my photography and my painting. And I would also like to, I have multiple books in the works. I would like to complete those books, actually publish them, and start becoming like financially secure with the publishing and selling of my books. That's the main like monetary goals I would like to get. So on here with those, I have a lot of, you saw as I was putting it, but I have a lot of like for my art, I have a lot of artwork stuff. So just to kind of remind me, like the artwork there. This is Peter Rabbit. That is one of my favorite children's illustrations of all time. Just some various artwork things on here. Likewise, I have things to kind of look at and aspire to with with my writing. So like a publishing contract, New York Times bestseller. Walgreens, you did me dirty. I clipped that off, but that's okay. We get the gist of what it is. So we have some more just like various writing things, like a typewriter, some books, like aesthetically pleasing art and writing things here. We have with photography some cameras looking through. I also do want to travel a lot this year, a lot more than I have been lately. That's not saying much. I haven't really traveled a lot, especially from like the summer on, but I have, you know, different things of like on an airplane. I definitely do want to go back to Walt Disney World and do some vlogs with that. I want to vlog pretty much anywhere that I do travel. So Walt Disney World, of course, is there. We have some more airplane things. So I do want to go like on road trips. I realized as I was doing this that all of the road trip pictures I was pulling, they were all like solo road trips. But then I realized like I don't mind solo traveling. I love it, in fact, but I would love to go on road trips with friends and share it with that. So this like hashtag van life picture is of two people just like with their coffee mugs, I'm assuming it's coffee, in the morning looking out on their road trip. Various road trip like pictures are on here. I also have 3 housing things. Now I know we're not supposed to like go in and like have self-doubts, but like I don't think I'm going to get a house this year, but I would eventually like to own a house. And specifically, I would eventually like to own like an old Victorian mansion, like manor house sort of thing. So I have just various Victorian housing-esque sort of things. So there, atrium, the greenhouse, which I would make into an art room, would be there. Big staircase here. And then I don't know why that just spoke to me, so I pulled it. I really like that outside garden, even though that is not like Victorian house-esque at all. I did just really like that. Wrote this one myself, my goal for YouTube, and I know it's a lofty goal because I'm sitting at a cool like below 2,000 subscribers, but I would like to hit over 1,000K subscribers this year. So this person running just got cleared from all of my specialists after my pulmonary embolisms, my PEs, my besties, and my lungs and around my heart, that I can start exercising again. So I would like to get more into the jogging and cycling sort of thing. Don't worry, I'm not going to go like too hard into it all at once. I am going to pace myself, but I put that on there because I would really like to get back into that mindset. And then the others are just quotes to sort of remind myself what I'm doing, to have some quotes, some sort of like affirmations. So I have a new era of me, write the book you want to read, money flows to me in abundance and with ease, says I attract wealth, I attract money, I attract security, stability, generosity, and gratitude. I am a money magnet. I am creating the life of my dreams. Sometimes what you're most afraid of doing is the very thing that will set you free. Just realized that wasn't in the shot. This is one of my favorite quotes from F. Scott Fitzgerald. For what it's worth, it's never too late to be whoever you want to be. I hope you live a life you're proud of, and if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over. And then last but not least, I have David Tennant. I want to manifest David Tennant into my life. Side note, that's not why he's up here, but I just think we would be good friends. I don't know. It seems like we would have the same type of personality, at least like what he shows online and like in interviews and stuff. But anyway, that is not why he is on here. This is David Tennant as his doctor was dressed. And the reason I put him on here is to sort of like remind myself that like literally anything is possible, because as far as like the lore goes, I'm assuming it's correct because like I've heard it in like interviews, I think, unless that was like on another dimension that I heard it. But supposedly David Tennant was a huge Doctor Who fan growing up and would write a lot of things in school about how he wanted to be the Doctor. But like that's what he would write about. Like he wanted to be the Doctor, he wanted to be on Doctor Who, like all these things, and then lo and behold, is sorry if I'm spoiling it for anyone, he's the Doctor. So like that to me is so cool, that like, and like something I always like to remember in having him is that visualization of like you can literally do anything that you set your mind to. And that is it for as far as like the vision board portion is going to go. I'm going to spend the rest of, when I'm filming this is New Year's Eve, by the way, I'm going to be spending the rest of New Year's Eve doing some sort of like introspective work, really hashing out like in specific detail what I want. Because like this vision board, I like it and all, but that's just what it is. It's just sort of like let me look at it and kind of like envision the life I want to have. But I'm going to be spending some time really digging deep and seeing like, thinking exactly, like specifically what I want to have by the end of 2023, writing it down, scripting that out. Just for reasons, I think that specific writing should just be for me right now, but maybe towards the end of the year, I will be sharing that with you to see exactly like, hey, what came true. For this reason, I'm not actually, usually I'm like, hey, let me tell you what my New Year's resolutions are, but for that reason, I'm not actually doing New Year's resolutions this year. I'm just going to be doing like specific goals. Let me set my mind to achieve those goals in whichever way I can achieve them. Let us know in the comments down below though, do you have a specific goal that you are trying to achieve this year? I'll collectively cheer you on and I would love to hear from you. And that is it for me today. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you in another video that YouTube should be recommending now.